Okay, this is the first part of the tutorial about text animation. First of all, I'm going to need to create some text, which I'm going to do up here, and just pull it down a little bit more into the middle of the stage. Now, in order to animate anything, generally speaking, we need to create symbols. So if I want to animate each and every letter in a different way or similar ways, I need to break this word up into individual characters. Each individual character needs to be a symbol, and each symbol needs to be put on its own layer. Now that sounds like quite a long and laborious process, but Flash gives us some tools to help us. First thing we're going to do is go to Modify and select Break Apart, or we could press Ctrl B. And that, as you can see, chops up the word into individual characters. The next thing I'm going to go to is Modify again, Timeline, and Distribute to Layers. As you can see in our Layers palette, that's put each one of our characters on a separate layer and has created them ready for animation. Next thing I'm going to need to do is to convert them to symbols. So I select each one and press F8, or go to Modify and Convert to Symbol. I can just bring those up and just call them by their letter name, and I'm just going to use graphics symbols. I'm going to go through that process for all of them. Okay, so I've converted each one of those letters to a symbol, so they're ready to animate. First thing I'm going to do is, as we've done before with all our animations, just going to create some frames for the animation to take place in, and create motion tweens. Now that the letters have motion tweens, I can select points in time and move my letters to where I want them to be. So at the moment my animation plays with the letters coming apart. If I wanted the word to reform in this way, what I would need to do is reverse the keyframes. I do that simply by right clicking and going to reverse keyframe. And when I've done that for all the letters, you can see that they start here and then reassemble themselves into that word. And that's some basic text animation. Now of course you could do other forms of animation. You could also change colours, you could change visibilities. Any of the motion tweens that we've covered in other skills tutorials you could use with this process as well.